Hi there. So it's self-study week or vacation mostly, and in the meantime, I'm working on a new asset for Unity for a gem that's coming up, and it's basically a utility thing for making paths and movement and stuff like that. But Unity is boring. I already know how to do this stuff, so let's go to something that I don't know how to do yet, and I'm going to do next block the next 8 weeks. So in 3 weeks, this is going to start the block C, which is about ray tracing and voxels. I've never done ray tracing, and I've played Minecraft. I don't think those are voxels though. Might be, not sure. The idea is that the next block is going to be more technical. The last block, let me remind you which block was that, in case you don't remember. It was the block with cross-platform development on the Raspberry Pi, which was hell. And you can see I've done a pretty decent job at making something from scratch here that kind of resembles a game, but it's all very overscoped and it's a mess. And let's not talk about it anymore. The next block with ray tracing on the CPU, we're going to have a lot of fun because it's more technical. The last 2 weeks are dedicated to making a game out of it. So most of the time it's just going to be ray tracing stuff, voxel stuff, and side quests, which is very, very fun. Some of the side quests I want to, do or research or at least try are the retro resolution one. If you don't know what's a CRT shader, this is my Block A project, which was only 2D, but it doesn't matter really. 2D platformer, and here you can see it has a CRT shader applied on top of all the graphics and makes it look like an old game, which is the whole idea behind it. Berlin noise and basically procedural generation. You see how I've scratched the surface in like the last weeks of Block B. I have like this really early rough terrain generation using the diamond square algorithm, but I really want to try to make it better and spend more time on procedural generation in general. So that's what Berlin noise means. SIMD, these are basically the instructions. Well, if you know Python, and there's some magic functions there that actually call C code behind the scenes, this is the same thing, I think, but C++ and assembly. So faster commands with assembly code that you call from your C++ code or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. Research it. I'll research it for sure. Engine programming. So at some point in my life, I made a blog post about starting a new game engine with grand strategy, so on. Yeah, in the next like 5 years, I'll probably be done with this one. But I'm thinking this project might be a nice opportunity to try stuff out, see how hard it is actually to make an engine, as opposed as a framework, because I did a framework basically until now. Um, it's kind of blurry to distinguish between an engine and a framework, but frameworks are very game specific and engines are more general and abstract. So they're more modular and, Unity or Unreal or Godot. Those are engines. So make an engine for grand strategy, and this would be like a first stepping stone for that. I love side quests. Okay, so ray tracing, the main resource for that, it's probably going to be Ray Tracing in One Weekend by Peter Shirley. It even has like 3 books. Yeah, the only problem with this, I think, is that for game development, ray tracing, this is not the right way. I'm not sure what it means to be the right way, but from what I've heard from my peers and teachers, basically this one isn't the greatest for game development. You can use it, sure, but probably there are better ways. So I'm going to find out what better ways and just try to understand the concepts from this article. I also have this one from one of the lecturers, and this one is about voxels and trying to optimize voxel worlds, stuff like that. All the links are going to be in the description. Ooh, this is threading, scary. And yeah, that's most of it. Except Remi, one of my colleagues who's really into graphics, made this nice PDF about ray tracing, and it's full of resources for learning ray tracing. So this is also going to be somewhere in the description. And that was it. Bye.